friends. I am so excited that you guys watched my first video. Thank you for all the nice comments and messages and everything. And also thank you all so much for asking about other things that I can make videos about. I did move my vanity. Yay! So now we're facing the windows with some better light, but I have also asked Santa for a ring light so that we can make it even better. So I'm excited. So a lot of you asked about face brushes. I'm gonna do today just some information about brushes that I use on my face that are easy to find and that would be great gifts for Christmas that you can get. The ones I'm going to use today are all actually from the same line. I use all kinds of different brushes, so I'm not necessarily married to only using one brand, but I'm going to make it easy for you and just use all the same brand today so that you can just get on, order, have your husband or your fiance or your boyfriend or your mom or whoever order these for you for Christmas so they don't have to go to multiple sites because they all work great and they're a wonderful price point. So these are all Morphe. Morphe also has this really cool thing and I talked about it a little bit in my last video. It's called Glam and it's a monthly brush subscription. So several of these brushes I've gotten through that and I really like it. First brush I am going to show you is the M439. This is a foundation brush that I'm going to use today. The next one is the M529. Can you see that? Not really. This I'm going to use for concealer. The E3, which is a great little powder brush. The M403. Also for powder, but this one's more under the eye. It's a little bit smaller but still fluffy on the end, so you can like really get in here and dab instead of wiping it so that you can get everything dry before you move on to the next step. This one is one of my favorites right now. I use it for blush and also for contouring. It's the M437 and it's really cool because it has kind of like a flat dense end on it, and so it works really well when you're like getting into your creases or if you're just trying to like tap it out on the top for blush. The last one and my star of the show, my favorite, is the M501. I love this one. This one's the one that I use to apply champagne pop because it's my favorite piece of makeup that I put on. I just realized that you're watching this video and like both my dogs, look what's happening back here. I mean, sorry. Maybe I'll get like a backdrop or something too, I don't know, but I mean, they literally are passed out. All right, sorry about that. Also, one of my friends, Mandy, gave me a bunch of Mary Kay stuff to try. I probably at some point will do like a full face of like just different products that like direct salespeople like Mary Kay or Unique and stuff like that people have sent me. I don't like have a lot of this in my like regular collection just because I like to go to Sephora and buy things there. That's pretty much why. So, but Mandy gave me this stuff, so I'm going to try some of these things out. I actually already have the eyeliner on, and I like it pretty well so far that she gave me. This is a foundation primer. Sometimes I wear primer, sometimes I don't. A lot of times I just wear moisturizer unless my face is kind of red. And then I'll use a primer of some kind. A lot of times I use this one. It is Makeup Forever, and it's kind of a yellow-based tone, and it smells really good, and it helps reduce my redness. So we're gonna prime. Oh, and I already have like eyebrows and eye makeup on. We're just doing like kind of a naturally look today because I'm going to have lunch with Michael's grandparents, and then me and Little Peanut are gonna run some errands for Christmas. That feels real good going on. Yeah, I like the feel of that. Okay, so I'm going to use the same Makeup Forever HD stick that I used in my last video because this is like my current foundation fave that I've been using. Just like mascara, I switch foundations about every single time I buy something just because I get bored of it and I want to try something else. I'm also going to spray my foundation brush with a little makeup setting spray, just so it's not like completely dry going on my skin. It helps blend it out a little bit better. This is another thing that Mandy sent me. It's a Mary Kay under eye corrector. So I'm going to use a little bit of that under my eyes and see what happens. This is probably like great for every day, I would say. But if I was doing like photos or something today, I would probably still go over this with like a little bit heavier of coverage concealer, particularly like on the insides of my eyes where I tend to have like some darkness. But otherwise, I like the texture of it for every day, and it was easy to put on. So there's that. This is a NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm gonna roll with this a little bit too, because I just like it, and it has a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna take it in all the places. Now it has a dark end and it has a light end. Obviously the light end is for like highlighting and the dark end is for contouring. So you can just draw it on pretty easily, which is nice. So I'm gonna set what I've done so far in a little bit of powder. So now we're going to like the bigger powder brush, the E3. And then we're gonna go to our smaller powder brush, the M403, and that's where I'm gonna take it like under my eyes. It's a little shimmery for me, but it's the holidays, so it's cool. Alright, let's contour with some powder. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is kind of like my ride or die right now. I use this one a lot. There's lots of other ones that I like too, but I've just kind of been like on this one for a while. And it smells a little bit like chocolate, thus the name. Also, it helps if you make funny faces when you put on your contour. Like kind of like duck face. So we're just kind of warming up all of that we just did. Actually, now that I have that on, I do kind of like this powder a little bit more than I did at first. It almost looks like a highlighter without having highlighted yet. And I do like to be glowy, so maybe I was wrong. Warming up our hairline. I'm gonna go blushing out. This is a NARS color that I really like too. It's kind of like more pink instead of like, sometimes I'll go like orangey pink, but this is like more true pink. I like it a lot. This one's called Deep Throat. Alright, so you know that I have a love affair with my champagne pop. This is actually the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It was like one of the little gifts I got in one of my orders from Sephora. So we're gonna bust this out and see what happens today. There's just so many new things to try all in one day. Okay, so we're gonna do a little dot ski on our finger. I'm gonna share some over here. Now this could totally just jack up everything I just did because I've never used it, but we'll see what happens. I like that. So now we're gonna blend that with like the powder champagne pop. Remember last time when I like totally broke mine and I was having like a mental moment? I fixed it. So go to my Instagram page to see how that happened. So we're gonna blend this with some actual champagne pop powder. So it's, oh wow. I really like what is happening with that. Oh my gosh, I might have to procure some of this now, Sephora. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics, for your ever glowy, ever amazing champagne pop collection of wonderful. Okay. So here we go. I feel like I need a little bit more blush. That's real glowy, and I really like it. Oh, that highlighter brush was my favesies, the M501. So add that to your collection. I feel like this is good everyday, kind of just face coverage if you want something easy to do. Obviously, if I was not talking and you were doing this on your own, it wouldn't take 15 or 20 minutes. This would probably be more like a 5 to 10 minute process for me if I wasn't talking through it. So I hope you like it, and I hope you like these brushes. I will link them on this video so that you can just forward it on to whomever is purchasing them for you for Christmas. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and Elizabeth and Bean, just hope that you're well rested.